If you go on to enjoy the video, please consider hitting that like button and subscribing. It does really help me out a lot. And if you're into Funko Pops, I've just started a brand new channel dedicated to them. The link for that can be found in the description. And beat the random lottery that is FIFA points by buying the coins direct from u7buy.com. Use code TVM at checkout for a 5% discount, or if you're a new customer, get 8% discount. The link is down below. Well, what is going on, guys? Tim here. Welcome back to a brand new video, brand new icon player review. Michael Essien this time. I've already done Dalglish. He was released like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. Bought him off the market and reviewed him that way, and then of course they released the SBC. Del Piero went up earlier today, and now it's time for Essien, 91 rated, 4-star weak foot, 3-star skills, 5'10", high work rates. Kind of perfect really for that type of CDM role in FIFA 21. Don't need a particularly tall player. You need someone who can intercept the ball, put stand tackles in with strength and stamina for days, and it does help if they are a little bit on the faster side with good passing, which he has. I mean, he kind of ticks every box. If you want to go forward, 99 shot power, 99 long shots. Michael Essien scored one of the best goals I've ever seen when he played for Chelsea. I can't remember who it was against, but I remember walking into the living room, just got a drink, walked back into the living room, and he absolutely thumped it, and it nearly broke the net. It was such a good goal. I should really have looked at that up before I commentate this video, but yeah, you get the idea. He can hit a ball, so from distance could cause a few problems. The only problem with this game really is that shots from distance kind of favour the finesse. They don't favour the sort of shot power, so yeah, that's a bit of a problem. Not the slowest of players though. 90 acceleration with 87 sprint speed is not too bad. Good composure at 90. Ball control is 89. Dribbling isn't great at 80. Agility at 78 as well. Does mean that he is not going to feel the most agile in that position, which can, I mean, you know, now and again it's going to cause a few issues here or there with mobility and so on and so forth, but for the most part, it's not that big a deal because he's 5'10". If he was 6 foot plus, we'd have issues. Defensive capability through the roof. 92 slide tackle, 93 stand tackle, 91 defensive awareness, and 94 interceptions is a little bit on the outrageous side, so fair play. And then, of course, the physicals, I mean, really good. I would argue that his aggression is a touch on the low side at 88. I think it should be in the 90s. But at the same time, you can boost that up if you really want to. There are a whole plethora of Chem styles you can use. I've got a fair few icons in here, and I would say a lot of the clips are probably going to be him intercepting the ball, putting the odd foot in for a challenge. I think we changed kits 3 or 4 times, or rather my opponents changed kit 3 or 4 times in amongst this. So I apologise for that. In fact, I don't even know what kit I'm playing against here. Anyway, just to make you aware that we are in the Inter Milan objective kit. I'm not quite sure what... is it like the 4th kit or something? Don't know. Essien started that move, of course, with an interception. Del Piero finishes it with a magnificent goal. Fair play to him. That is an outrageous finish. And he's involved, Essien, in a lot of things. He might not be the most agile player on the ball, and he might not run through people. He might not do what Del Piero does on the regular, but that's okay because he's not that type of player. He will sit in the midfield, put a foot in, and you cannot get past him. He's one of those players that's unbelievably strong, and he just seems to tackle you constantly. I'm controlling him because he's a CDM, and that's how you're meant to defend in FIFA 21. You don't touch your centre-backs unless you want to concede. But when you roam around with Essien in that CDM role, be prepared to take the ball an awful lot. And if you ever come up against him, which I did once, he does exactly the same thing for the opponents as he will for you. He's got a bit of a ball magnet situation going on where he'll go in for a challenge and he seems to come out with it even though he really shouldn't sometimes. On that occasion, fair enough, he did and he should have. But there are other times where he goes in for it, it's 50-50, he gets it. You know, it's not really a 50-50 when you've got Essien. He will come out with the ball. It's nice to have that little burst of pace as well when you run through. Could have gone on the outside there, but the ball got there eventually. Yeah, it's nice to have that little burst of pace to get through and to be able to create a chance. And of course, you do have the passing ability on him as well. You can pass left, right, over the top. Doesn't make a blind bit of difference. He's got a 4-star weak foot as well, which is really nice. Is it a shame that he doesn't have 4-star skills? No, not at all. I mean, I did try once or twice, and you can perform them, of course. You can perform 4-star skill moves. Apart from La Croqueta, I don't think you can perform that, but you can do like rainbow flicks and things like that, and McGeady spin-esque style things, but you can't perform them very well, and he's very slow at doing so. Just bear that in mind. But, you know, for a CDM, you don't really care too much about that. In terms of the negatives, I mean, the agility isn't great. You know, when you're jockeying, sometimes you can feel a little bit on the stiffer side, which can cause just a few problems here or there. It's not going to like break the card or make you think, oh, well, I wish I'd gone for a different CDM, or maybe I can't use him anymore because he simply isn't good enough. It's nothing like that at all. It's just a little bit on the stiffer side every now and again. From set pieces in general, you can expect to win your fair share, but not everything. You know, he's 5'10", he's not 6'3". So just be prepared. I should have gone for goal here, but I took a touch and then I kind of thought, oh, now what? You know, I've kind of screwed this. Should have just gone near post and I probably would have scored, but I played it back to Ronaldo and I played it a little bit too much power on it. It was my fault more than it was Essien. He is a very, very good player who will sit in this team and do a job you expect him to do. However, on the market, he is between 1 and 1.2 and the SBC is about 1 million coins. That is an unbelievable amount of money to spend on any player in general. But on a CDM, someone that, okay, is going to do an unbelievably good job for you. I mean, it's very difficult to get past him at the best of times, but if you're decent at defending as well, it's going to be even harder again. But are you really going to want to spend that amount of coins on a player that you're not scoring goals with? I know it sounds really stupid because he's going to do a different type of job for you, but someone like Del Piero, who's half the price, or, I don't know, Marco Reus's foot birthday card, just to name but one, just as an example, that is, or those are rather, cards that you'll notice more often. You'll score goals with, you have fun with, you run with, you enjoy. Them I can understand spending coins on, but I mean, they're half the price of Essien anyway, or rather they were, because you can't get Reus anymore. But it's going to come down to the individual as to whether you think spending 1 million coins, whether it be in untradeable assets or whether it be with actual coins, spending 1 million coins on this card is going to be worth it. For me personally, I would rather go out and get myself just a normal Kante or an informed Kante, or another, you know, Gattuso style of player maybe. I don't really care too much about the shot power long shots. For me personally, it's nice to have it there, but it's not essential. There are an awful lot of cards out there that can do exactly what this Essien card can do. Maybe not quite as well, but they can do it. Renato Sanchez Foot Birthday is a banging example of someone who is, in my opinion, better than this Essien card. I would much rather have Foot Birthday Renato Sanchez in my team, and he is less money by about 300,000 coins. And of course, if you already have the fodder, I mean, okay, you're still spending it, but it is, again, less, if in a way. Really good card. I do really like it. I'm not saying it's not good value because it'll be in your team till the end of the game. But I think if you're not a fan of Essien, you'd probably swerve it and go for a Renato Sanchez type player who's going to be a lot less coins. The coins are the only sticking point for me. I do really like the card. He can do nearly everything and he can do it well. Let me know what you think of the card in the comments. It's one of those really weird ones that if it was a couple of 100,000 coins less, I'd be saying yes, let's go for it. But as it stands, it might just be a little bit too much the wrong side of value. I don't know. I am on the fence. Let me know what you think. If you have enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.